handshake. Very impressed. So I'm grateful to have such a nice audience because I'm sort of coming back to stand up from a little bit of a hiatus. I had a UTI for a month. Gentlemen are like, UTI what? And we're like, yeah, it was real bad. I'm like, I think I keep feeling a tingle and I think it's just PTSD in my bladder. When 3 rounds of antibiotics weren't really working, I decided to get mystical. Are you guys familiar with this phenomenon called The Secret? Let's just say that my vision board is just pictures of clean urine samples. Manifesting a very clear bladder. One thing is that as a result of having this chronic UTI, I've had a lot of pelvic exams. That means I got aggressively finger banged by 2 doctors at Kaiser Permanente last week. So most action I'm getting these days. Taking a little break from the old Tinder. People are always like, you're a woman, you can get laid. And the thing is, like, I mean, I have, like, there are some standards, you know? Like, you're not just gonna take, like, any old dick that comes off the factory line, you know? You gotta QA that dick. But I'm sort of in that, like, danger zone dry spell area where, like, right after you've had sex, like, you're okay. You'll live on that for a while. It's like food. And then there's, like, that danger zone in the middle. But what I'm waiting for is to get to that, like, very clear zen place where, like, a tumbleweed just rolls through and I don't really care. And it's like my vagina is this, like, old, you know, ghost town. There's, like, an old-timey prospector who's like, we haven't seen a dick around here since the Great Flood of 18 whatever. So I'm just waiting for that level of spiritual nirvana to take over my life. Have you guys ever noticed that the word testosterone, when written out, looks like it should be an Italian soup or pasta? You know, like the waiter's like, we have our minestrone and then we have our seasonal special, the testosterone. And then some asshole's like, I'm sorry, it's testosterone. And the waiter's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, first of all, testosterone soup is probably just cum, so don't. But also, in this imaginary world I've constructed where testosterone soup is a type of fine Italian cuisine, I really want to hear how Giada De Laurentiis would pronounce it. You know, the hot Food Network lady who says mozzarella. So she would really go to town on testosterone. Speaking of all things testosterone, in the year 2017, the men that I have slept with, in a very scientific study where n equals 2, have not had any pubic hair, which is very strange. I mean, no judgment, but I just, because this is my study, and they've all, you know, n equals 2 and 2 is all. I guess this is just how balls are in 2017. So these are the new balls. Get used to it, everybody. It's funny, I mean, pubic grooming is like a very private matter. You don't really know what people are doing until you go to the gym locker room. And I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm not dating someone, it's 2017 from up here and like 1973 from up here, you know what I mean? Gerald Ford is still the president of my pussy and it's very comfortable. Highly recommended. Does anyone have a really old animal? Old animals? Yes. Oh. So my last childhood pet, and I really think you guys need to know that his name is Chester Arthur Cat to fully appreciate this. He's hanging in there. He's 16 and a half. He's got diabetes, and then the diabetes got a lot better when he got cancer. So he's doing great. He's doing really well. He's living his best life. You know, like when someone like gets a terminal diagnosis and they like get a Harley and they like travel the world. He's just doing the cat version of that. He's just eating a lot of deli meats and taking a lot of naps. So he's doing really well. And really, I mean, we have a lot to learn from animals. When I die, I want someone to stroke my hair and feed me boar's head turkey. Pretty great. So, to be honest, my cat actually died since I wrote that bit. And I wonder if it's still okay to tell it, but I think he would be okay with it. I really do. Because one, he was a very chill animal. And 2, he only understood like 2 English words, so he wouldn't even understand the joke, so it's fine. You know, pour one out for the homie, and by homie I mean kitty, and by one I mean a can of chunk light tuna. Rest in peace, my little friend. Yeah, animals are the best. You know, everybody's doing the online dating thing, and my friends are all on Bumble. You know, we already talked about Tinder. And I think I have found the one on petfinder.com. He's about 60 pounds, a little over a foot tall, and he doesn't speak English, so I think we're going to get along very well. I am actually on Tinder, and first of all, it is not as gross as I thought it was going to be. Like, everyone's always like, men online, like, they're so gross, they send you dick pics, and like, I'm going to be honest with you, I have never gotten a dick pic. And I feel very left out of this dick pic exchanging party, you know? I mean, no, I really don't want pictures of anyone's penis. Please only send me your best pictures of Dick Van Dyke, Richard Nixon. A picture of Richard Nixon is a tricky dick pic. But it took me a little while to get started with the whole, you know, swipey McGee Tinder, because I was alone on Christmas, and just to clarify, I'm Jewish, so it makes it a little less sad. And I decided to get myself a little ass for the holiday season because I deserved it. So I was about to sign up for Tinder, and I got this terrible canker sore that turned into oral thrush. Do you guys know what oral thrush is? Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, oral thrush is a yeast infection that just happens to be in your mouth. It's really fun. You know those commercials for like Hot Pockets or something that are like, it's like a party in your mouth. Oral thrush is not as much fun, let me tell you. And yeah, so I'm just like trying to star in like Stella Gets Her Groove Back to the Jordan Kurtzman story, and end up getting this disgusting mouth disease. And it's like that old song, but kind of reverse, like, my mind's telling me, get out there and get laid. I believe in you. But my body's saying, no! No! You can't date anyone, because if you kiss them, you'll give them a mouth disease. Quarantine myself, disgusting woman. But I am finished with my last course of antifungals, so I'm feeling really good, ready to do some making out, so, you know. Just kidding, never ready. It's summer, so everybody hold on to your butts. There is a plague sweeping the country. It can strike anyone. It can happen to your friends. It's happening to all of my friends. It's called getting married. And a really unfortunate side effect of this great plague is that your friends have to spend a lot of money on plane tickets, so we should really do something about that. I always have to buy a dress for weddings. I don't know like why I don't have one that's just in rotation. And I feel really lucky to be here because I got pretty close to writing my suicide note on the Nordstrom Rack fitting room mirror in discount lip gloss the other day. So I usually feel pretty good about myself, and then you just go into these fitting rooms that are lit with all the like sexy ambiance of like a baseball stadium. And you feel like a fucking monster. Someone once told me, they were like, you're too thin to tell that joke, and I was like, oh my god. That is the nicest thing anyone's ever said. Holy shit. A lot of comedians talk about porn because they're dudes who like to talk about porn. And it's not really for me. I think the first time I saw that like weird thing where they flick their tongue like they're lizards kissing, I was like, ooh. But I've realized that my version of porn is YouTube videos that make me cry. Sometimes you want to get off, and sometimes you just want a good cry. You know, I'm on the Holocaust Museum's website, you know, watching their videos. I'm like, do I want to watch a sad documentary or like some elderly siblings being reunited? I don't know. I just want something that's going to make that sweet, sweet stuff come out of my eyes. I mean, why come when you can sob over your keyboard, right? But one last thing. You will never find out my real age, but I am probably a little bit older than I look, and I am an actress, and I go out for a lot of like stupid commercial auditions with like 15-year-old actresses and their parents, and I am a dried up husk of a human being. And I show up and they give me the sides to the young mom, and I turn into a pillar of salt and scream. And yeah, someone the other day was like, "You don't look LA 16, but you could be Ohio 16." And I was like, okay. So I gotta go. I gotta move to Ohio.
She's been sick a lot. We're just glad she made it here, guys.